Hello, my makeup loving friends. How's it going? Welcome back. It's been another week, so we have a week's worth of new makeup to talk about. I am being upstaged as per usual, really. That's kind of almost what I expect on this channel. I have the lovely Tia and the ever so wonderful Missa as well. You know the drill, all of their information will be down below, but we have people to thank for tagging me and stuff. So big thank you to Brianna, Ali, Beth, Gillian, Shanna, Wilma, Hannah, Lisa, Ula, Susie, Tina, Gina, JW, Rhea, Cecily, Cheryl, Alexis, Emily, Claire, Chrissy, Brogan, Jasmine, Anna, Laurie, Zara Louise, Missa, Miss Charlie, Missy, Sue, Kylie, Lauren, Annie G, and Heidi. And a big thank you to Patreons, of which it's Amanda's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, she's a fellow Irish lady, so. And we do have a theme. It's blue. Babadida badai. Yeah, the bastards have shown me up, and a few of my Patreons have also done looks. So you'll see them now. Gosh darn it. Anyways, let's get straight into it. There's a good amount to talk about. Not so sure about the emphasis on the good, but ColourPop have some new Super Shock shadows. Well, I say new. There's 10 new and then 10 pre-existing, and they're out now. I really like the shade Ripple. I had that before, so I'm glad they've brought that back.
Some pretty shades. I like Onset. I like Bay, Bucklife, Ripple, Rose Garden, Tassel. I like most of them except like the neutrally ones.
Yeah, I think it'd almost be quicker for you to actually just say what you didn't like.
Yeah. They're pretty. Tankini, look at that shade.
I got tagged in that one, and a few people were like, "Tankini, Teresa, we know you'd like that." I was like, "God damn it, it's so predictable." But yeah, I really like the look of.
If these are kind of like the glittery version of because I don't like just the shimmery one. They have like different. If these are the glittery ones, then hell yes. If not, then I'm not interested. I'm just normal shimmers are just a bit meh these days. When you have these like really pretty glittery shimmers that are out of this world, and I just get a bit bored with normal shimmers these days.
Yeah, fair.
I have no thoughts or feelings on them.
I'm kind of the same. I'm like, oh, okay, another week, another ColourPop.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Anyways, when I put it to you guys, 62% of you love it. So there's a lot of strong feelings on that. Fair enough.
I think a lot of people like these Super Shock shadows.
They are generally quite nice. Like, I do use them from time to time. Like, I don't hate them. Then we have Wet n Wild, and they have their Bloomin' collection. So there's sponges, palettes, face mists, some lip glosses, a lip mask, and there's a Flower Power blush. And they're ranging from $4 up to $5. I don't care. I think it's the nicest.
Like the packaging is pretty, and I think one of the glosses looks nice. Not the opaque one, but the glittery one. But like, this doesn't excite me. It's like the palette is so boring. One shade of blush. Like, this is just a meh collection. I wouldn't get this.
Yeah, I mean, I did get quite a few like messages of like, oh, it's blooming lovely, and I was like, no to the
blooming hate it.
It's boring, but look, do you know what? It's a like decent enough price. This is for, I'd say, most people.
I feel like they're trying to be like MAC or something with
this.
That's MAC MAC had something like this with flowers, and I just feel like
Cherry Blossom collection.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Yeah, I really, truly don't care. And when I put it to you guys, 26% of you love it. So there you go. Then we have Cursed Love Cosmetics, and this is their Mortician Show eyeshadow palette. So they have a whole collection, but I was mostly tagged in the eyeshadow palette. It is $40, and I think they might have called it the Mortician collection rather than the Morticia collection, to try allegedly maybe get away from like copyright and stuff, because there's like a character that looks suspiciously like Morticia and Gomez Adams on the front, which, you know, you gotta get around it as best you can. I'm gonna get straight in. I like this color story quite a bit.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so pretty, and those purples, like the what's that called, Mon Amour, and the one below it. I can't. With this kind of like lettering, I just can't figure out how to read it. But those are so pretty. And then the green one. I wish it had more mattes though. I feel like it's more shimmer heavy and it's not that dark.
Yeah.
But I do love the color story.
It's really clear though from the names that it is them taking off the Addams Family. Like Every Night is Halloween, Mon Amour. You know, like this is all stuff that girls say to Morticia, and I'm like, okay, it's clear you're doing that, but not. I mean, I think it's cute. Don't hate it. And there's a black and a white in there, so.
Are the black and white like smaller pans? That confuses me because they're smaller in the picture.
Yeah.
Or are they just wanted to like save some space and put them in?
I think they just wanted to save some space. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does have black, so that's good, and a white, so that's good. I just wish there was a couple more like dark. I feel like it's either medium or light. There's not like, I don't know. I just like a lot of blending shades, like different variations. But this is really pretty. Like I like it. Missa doesn't.
Well,
it's purple.
It's purple and green. I hate purple and green.
Oh yeah.
I knew that was going to be her exact reaction. Here's me kind of going like, oh my god, I really like this, and Missa like couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Like
there's something coming up that I like.
Missa is very hard to please.
I am a wee bit, probably.
Yeah. Well, to be
unless you sit on her face.
I don't know if Missa would be the one being pleased in that particular context.
Yeah.
But I suppose you see, Missa's been so long that she's seen so many brands that it takes a lot.
Yeah.
She said I've been around so long.
In the game of makeup.
All right. I'm not as old as Elena. Come on.
Yeah, 127 or something now. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, but you're the one who's like a pro or like the oldie of like us in the YouTube game.
Yeah.
Take it.
You're the veteran.
Teresa, did you notice my wee Kaleidos?
I did.
Oh,
Like here.
like all of the highlighters, like I want them all and I will get them. I want the blue at some point because that's just really pretty, and the other multi-chrome one that I don't have.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, side note.
You're all right. Anyways, Missa's unimpressed, and it seems that quite a few of you are in the same boat as her, and 47% of you loved it. So, fair enough.
Kind of like 50-50.
Yeah. Now, this one is one that I'm sure that Missa is shitting herself over and is very excited about. This is the Huda limited edition Lunar New Year collection. Basically, they've just taken a Wild Obsessions eyeshadow palette, which you cannot convince me they haven't already done, and kind of put a tiger on it.
But it says Wild Obsession eyeshadow. Don't they have that already?
They do, yeah. But like, they've just put a tiger on it because it's here. And then there's a liquid matte lipstick.
That looks nice.
I like the lipstick's pretty.
Yeah.
The lipstick is like, ooh, so pretty. But the palette is so boring. Yeah. Why couldn't they do like a red palette? You know, it's like red and gold.
They already have a red 9-pan palette, the Ruby.
Oh, they do.
Which has been in TK Maxx an awful lot.
But they already have this too, so.
Or they could have just not come out with anything.
Yeah.
The lipstick.
Yeah.
And I will get that.
Missa's getting this though, aren't you?
No, she's re-releasing all of her liquid lipsticks. So that must be.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting this. Maybe they're sending this with it.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad of the lippy. I actually think it's such a pretty shade. It reminds me of the shade that I wore in Ireland of yours, the Too Faced one.
So beautiful. I was thinking about that the other day.
Oh yeah, I still want it. I can't remember what the shade name was. It was something like, can't remember. But I'm gonna
ask for it for my birthday because it's that beautiful and I need that red.
Okay, I'll have a look through my collection and see what it was. And
please do.
I'll get you that for your birthday. There you go. Because I had to think of something to get for you anyways. very clear that we don't give a shit about this in the nicest way possible. Or is it the nicest way possible? 21% of you love it. So there you go. We have Shapeshift Cosmetics, and they have 5 quartz palettes, and they're in green, smoky, citrine, amethyst, rose. They're apparently going to be $25 usually, but they're on sale for $15. This reminds me an awful lot of something that came out from Makeup by Yolando not that long ago.
It also kind of reminds me of Juvia's Place, the like quartz, but like 2 in 1, you know.
And XX Revolution when they came out with those 6-pan palettes.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the brand, so I don't know anything about them, but
I'm sorry, it looks a bit private label to me.
it does, doesn't
That's
it?
what I thought. That's what I thought.
And I just don't like that much like private label
No,
indie brands. I feel like it's a bit of a cop out,
because it is.
but like it is what it is.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't care. You don't care. 21% of you love it. There you go. Okay, I'm going to say I actually really like this next one, and I will fight anyone who disagrees with me on it. This is MAC and their Rethink Pink collection. So they have a mix of matte, amplified, luster glass, sheer shine finishes with soft corals, romantic raspberries, mauves, and more for $22 each. Now, I don't want all of them, but there's like maybe 2 or 3 shades in there that I'm like, I could be tempted. I could be
Not
convinced.
bothered. I don't think the formula would be like, I don't like sheer finished lipstick.
Some of MAC's lipstick formulas are excellent. Like,
Yeah.
If it was matte, I
What's
would like
Matt's
a couple
favourite?
of shades. But I don't feel like sheer
is
lipstick.
is
would
it
be nice.
the satin formula is the tits.
Yeah.
It's
You
excellent.
see, it's if they have a mixture of finishes. There's mattes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With
So
me.
like you probably could find a matte lipstick there that you
Oh
like.
yeah.
I like some of the bright pinks. Like I think they look kind of fun.
Yeah.
I only ever go to MAC for like a specific color. I never go think, oh, I need a pink lipstick. Let me look at MAC.
Yeah.
I think, oh, I need my favorite nude, so I'll go back to MAC. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would rather buy a Rimmel lipstick than a MAC. Do you know? It's just too expensive.
That's totally fair. Like this is why I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I'm gonna get all of these. There's like 1 or 2 shades there that I'm like, interesting. And I'd probably pick them up, like the deep kind of raspberry pink.
Yeah.
I think that'd look really nice. Do I need it?
I really like nude looks also like
Yeah.
quite pretty.
Yeah. I don't hate it. $22, like it's okay. It's not the worst. But a few of you were quite against it because 32% of you love it. So
A lot of people don't like MAC though.
yeah,
just in
because
general.
yeah.
Because they're not like cruelty
Cruelty free.
free.
Yeah, it is what it is. But on to some sheer class. This is Rude Cosmetics, who have done the collaboration we've all been looking for, which is with Koi Footwear. And there are 4 weirdly shaped palettes that give me anxiety. And I can't think of anything nice to say.
So, like, when I saw this, I was like, Teresa's gonna hate it.
Yeah.
We're all gonna hate
Teresa's
it.
gonna go bananas.
Like, oh, there's so much space that it's like you could have fit at least couple more shades in there. Also, like the color stories isn't that interesting either. Just hate the package. That's ugly. I get that it's like Rude X Koi footwear, but what is like Koi footwear collabing with the makeup brand? How does that make sense?
To be fair, last year gave us a collaboration between, who was it, and Crocs. So
But still,
That
it
was
doesn't
all.
make sense.
The last 2 years have not made sense, and it seems a lot of companies have just kind of gone, oh, like
Fuck it.
yeah, like literally, this is the makeup version of fuck it. The shape, the colors, nothing is interesting to me. This is going to end up in TK Maxx at some point. It's $16 at the moment if you're interested. I'm going to say something positive. I know that a lot of people like their formulas. So
Yeah, I was going to say the same. And the price isn't that expensive.
So if you want a really fucking weirdly shaped palette that looks like gammy shoes, this is it for you. You can live your best life. Although I would argue that it probably isn't your best life.
I would be a bit worried for you.
Yeah. Anyways, 12% of you love it. So, and I did get quite a few frenzied messages of going, no, I hit it by mistake, which that won't work as an excuse in court. You know, it won't. You can't just...
Look, I was legitimate with my accident this time, and I'm always getting dragged on R&R for these polls, and I won't take it anymore. It was an accident.
She's come here to defend herself.
Yeah.
Because we drag her
Every time.
Like, the amount that I drag you, I should have better upper body strength than I do. Like, there you go. Then we have Kiko Milano coming out with another whitewashed collection. This is their Sweet Affairs collection. There's the Guilty Pleasure eyeshadow palette, which I don't care. This is the love child of brands that should have died at this point. Like, their lack of inclusivity in terms of their colour ranges never fails to piss me off. I know that they're affordable and generally their formula is pretty good, but everything is so boring. I think
there's still a bit of like on the high end of drugstore prices. Like they aren't that affordable.
Yeah.
You know. But like
when I was
doesn't excite me at all.
Yeah, when I was in Edinburgh with Missa, we went into the Kiko shop on Princess Street, and I love makeup, and it's hard for me to go into a shop where there's makeup and not come out with something. I came out with nothing because there was nothing that interested me. I was like, my money is safe.
And they always had sales on.
Yeah.
But you still didn't find anything.
Yeah.
And they always just repackage their like existed like previous collections. It's like it's nothing new.
Like,
and it's so neutral, it's so boring. I don't get like why this is a brand anymore.
Like, I feel that they did this for Christmas last year, and if they didn't, it's giving me Yves Saint Laurent vibes, and not in a good way. Like, just there's a white man running a company and he doesn't know anything about makeup and just goes, women like this sort of thing. Do we? Do we? Anyways, when I put it to you guys, you were equally discerning and 24% of you love it. This next one, right, I was misinformed because Trend Mood had incorrect information initially.
Ooh.
Yeah, they had put down that e.l.f. Cosmetics had this powder foundation, but it only had 11 or 12 shades, and I was like, the fuck? And they only put like pictures of them, and I put it out and I was like, what is this? And then I saw e.l.f.'s actual page and they were like, no, actually we have like is it like 30 shades? And they said to start. And I was like, I was thinking, because e.l.f. are usually pretty decent on inclusivity.
This is actually, you could actually use like those for as like a bronzer too. You could definitely find a shade. I like my MAC Fix Plus. I'm actually wearing it today. No, the MAC Studio Fix powder. It's really nice. And I'm looking for like a affordable, like a dupe.
Yeah, this is meant to be $11.
Yeah. In Finland, it's probably gonna be like 25 euros.
Yeah, it stops being affordable when it gets to us. It's quite upsetting. Really good shade range.
Yeah, and talc-free, primer-infused, long-wearing. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's like powder doesn't get me like going like, yes. But like, I think it's a good launch. It's like, it makes sense for them.
Yeah. Adding to the camo range, you know.
It's got a sponge included.
Oh.
So.
Actually, my hypothesis from last week that only the high-end brands and the really cheap brands use the sponges.
Yeah. I would actually argue that with like powder foundations, these sponge applicators are pretty good at like applying it. It actually is.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Like if you're using it as a foundation. It's not if you're like using it on top of foundation, then no.
I'm just starting to get flashbacks of when the two of you were in my house and arguing. Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
You're wrong, Tia.
You're wrong. I'm the older one, so I'm always right.
That's true.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways, when I put it to you guys, 56% if you love it. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it, and I will probably get it at some point, just for the lols. And speaking of for the lols, this is the Chillin' and Killin' Scream inspired eyeshadow palette by Glam Ghoul Boutique. I guess it's because like Scream 4 is out at the moment, so they've really kind of tried to maximize or capitalize on that, but without actually being like, this is explicitly what we're doing. There's 4 mattes, 7 shimmers, which by the way, that annoys me. You know, the change in the shapes, that there's 3 massive ones.
Oh,
and then
I hate this so much.
$27. Yeah.
Why is the black shimmery black?
Oh, it's so bad.
Let's not talk about it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I agree.
I'm like, are they expecting people to use, you know, those 3 shades down at the bottom as like highlighters or something? Like, why have they made them so much bigger?
I don't get it, and I hate it so much, and I'm already over it.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it does feel like one of those things that, like, if the killer came to your house with that, you're like, do you know what? Just fucking kill me. I don't want to look at that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, 16% if you love it. So there you go. Oh, this next one. Oh, Lord. Okay, this is Face Blue Cosmetics, and they have taken the very famous painting, Girl with a Pearl Earring. It was also a book and a whole thing, you know. And they have made this eyeshadow palette. So the palette itself, basically all the shades are together, so nothing separates it. So you just like pop your brush in there, which fucking stresses me out. Like the thought of it makes me feel a little bit unwell. It's $53, but if you want to get it with a gift box, it's $56. And the swatches, I'm sorry, but what the hell?
Also, I saw one person actually used it on TikTok or something, and some of these are just like an overspray. For example, the earring part, the gray, is just an overspray. It's not actually that color, so you can't actually like use, you know, you don't actually have that gray color there. It's just an overspray. Or was it the white or something? But there's like an overspray on some of them. So, and also
if
like...
you were like an art enthusiast and a makeup enthusiast, it'd be cool to have on your shelf.
Yeah, like a gift or like that kind of a thing. But I
would you pay $53 for that?
No, never.
But only rich people are art enthusiasts.
Yeah,
true. I really
Let's be honest.
I really want to be a rich person. Is this like an aspirational buy? If I buy this, will I become rich? Like I
don't get like why.
I think it's really quite innovative in its layout. It's just the worst thing I've ever seen, though.
Yeah.
Innovation is not always good.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Words to live by, friends. And this is probably one of the lowest that we've ever gotten. 3% if you love it. And I will always refer back to remember when Hourglass did the crazy expensive singles. 5% if you loved that.
Wow.
So you hate this more than that. So this is my new benchmark of hate.
Wow, 3%.
Oh, it hurt. Yeah. BH Cosmetics. They're back to churning stuff out, and they're like, hey, Mystic, Zodiac stuff. So they have 3 new eyeshadow palettes. One is the Zodiac Moon, one is the Zodiac Sun, and then they have their Aquarius eyeshadow palette. So I guess they're going back to doing the Zodiac signs again, because that fucking worked for them so well the first time around. I'm already tense about what they're going to do to Taurus. She Glam did it better. I'm just saying. Right, the second one, the Sun palette, as soon as I saw that, I just thought Jaclyn Hill Morphe. And I had people saying that to me as well. Now, I will say, BH Cosmetics has one of my favourite formulas in terms of drugstore. So if you like it, if you like this, whatever the hell this is.
I mean, the Sun palette isn't bad. Like, I have the Jaclyn Hill and I like the color story. But the Moon palette, come on.
Oh, God.
That's so boring.
I hate it.
I feel like there's so many dupes of like those browns and...
They should be called Zodiac Cosmetics now.
Oh, they really should.
Yeah.
It's their thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we have to do like these colorful palettes and then add like couple of browns there.
You see, if they just did like one every season, one palette, we would all buy it because it's so good. The formulas are excellent.
Yeah.
And if they just put time into it, they could do such good things.
Yeah.
And I'd buy it.
Sometimes I do feel when I look at their palettes that they have been conceptualized at 4:00 in the morning by employees who have been locked in a conference room and told you have to come up with new palettes or you're not allowed to go home to your loved ones. And this feels like this was a hostage situation. Yeah, I don't care. Like, I don't like it at all. And I'm already nervous about my star sign and what they're going to do to it. So they burned me before and I don't trust them again. I'm sorry, I have a long memory on this. When I put it to you guys, then 19% of you loved the Moon palette, 28% loved the Sun palette, and 28% loved the Aquarius palette. Then the collaboration that makes so much sense is Pixie Beauty and Hello Kitty. Because when you think of an anthropomorphic cat, you think of Pixie Beauty, apparently. They have like an eyeshadow palette, sort of like a cheek palette thing, some highlighters, toners, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Why is Hello Kitty collabing with everyone now? Like, come on. Well, one thing I do have to say, those like Hello Kitty tops on the like bottles are kind of cute.
Yeah, they are cute.
Yeah, that's a cool design.
I do like that.
But
Now,
like
I will say-
Pixie is just, I feel like Pixie is more like a skincare brand. I feel like people,
And they got my name on it.
I feel like people love Pixie more for their skincare. I just don't feel like they should do makeup. I don't think they
I will say
are good at it.
I'm going to semi-agree, but I think their highlighters are underrated and nobody talks about them enough.
Agreed.
Yeah, I've heard that they're really nice highlighters, but it's just because everything else is so boring, I feel like people don't try it.
Yeah.
And they're quite expensive too.
They're always in TK Maxx.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, we don't have TK Maxx.
And that's why you have to come and live here.
Boo-hoo.
Talked about it's like this is what you get, Tia, right? You get like free healthcare, free education, really good like socioeconomic structure, but you don't get TK Maxx.
You not see what their president's doing? 4-day work weeks and 6-hour days. Finland has it all, and Erasmus is going to be doing your
We don't have
song
4-day work weeks at 6
No, but
hours.
it's happening.
Yes, it's coming.
Oh,
And Erasmus are going to be presenting.
well, we
you
do have
Eurovision.
a prime minister who's like a woman and 36. I think it's 30 something years old. Does make sense.
I'm
So,
not stressed
yes.
at all.
Suck it up, not having TK Maxx.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, just looking at this collection, I'm like, this is going to end up in TK Maxx. With the exception of like the skincare, that isn't going to end up in TK Maxx because that tends to do quite well. But
A for apples. What is that like? What is that for? A for apples.
Start them young. You know, where you have a 6-month-old and go, A is for apples, C is for cleanser. You know, N is for niacinamide, T is for toner. You know, start them young. That's how I'd do it if I had tiny humans. But
Babies should be wearing face masks.
they should preserve that fabulous skin. That's
Yeah.
God damn them.
I'm looking at the next one
Doing
already.
acid peels on little children just to be like,
Oh,
your skin well.
dermabraiding.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Anyways, when I put it to you guys, 18% of you love it. So there you go. BPerfect have kind of indicated that they're coming out with some new bullet lipsticks. So they are launching them tomorrow morning, which is Thursday. So as you're watching this, they're already available. I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued.
I mean,
Look at that pale nude, like those two pale nudes.
Yeah.
So pretty. And I'm thinking they have more shades than this.
Oh,
They're
they
just
do, yeah. That was just all
they
I
always do
thinking.
like 10 or like 8 or something
Yeah.
like.
Oh, they'll do, I would imagine, like a bundle deal where you can get all of them for
Yeah.
X amount off or whatever. And I'll be twitching away on a Thursday morning, being like, Jesus, no, Teresa, you don't need it. And I'll just need somebody to like nail me down and be like, don't get this, you don't need it, you're ridiculous. But I think it's interesting. Like, they don't have any, well, no, they do have bullet lipsticks because they did the Blue Hydrangea collection where there was 3 lipsticks. So I can't think of any other, they've done like little ones here and there, like as part of collections with like Jack Jossa, but they haven't done like a collection before with like lipsticks. So
if you guys go by this, Missa has a code for 20% off. It's 20 Missa, all caps. So use that.
Does that mean I should buy it and use the code?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay, that's fair.
Obviously. You save some money. Like, so
I
good.
get money.
Missa gets money.
We have to keep her in Maltesers somehow.
Exactly.
And mac and cheese, you know.
So hungry.
Oh, she's been eating better now, though. But she's not cooking, so.
Yeah. There you go. When I put it to you guys, 46% of you love it. Vanessa and Myrick have come out with 2 new cheek and lip palettes. So they're $32. There's the Do It Flirty and the Do It Undercover. I mean, they're all like cream products, so this is very much like a makeup artist sort of thing.
I'm intrigued. I kind of like the darker one. Like, I like the really light, like peachy blush, and then it has like, but then I wouldn't use the darker one. I don't know if I use those lip products though. Like,
yeah,
I really want these, but I don't know if I would use them enough. Also, they look really sticky and glossy. So I don't like that. I don't like my cheek products to be sticky. It's just, ugh.
Well, there's very little in lipstick that I'm okay with being sticky.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But the shades look like, imagine that really dark shade on the lips.
Yeah.
If these were more matte, I think they would be much better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So it's Cece.
No, that's either Freya or
Oh, I think it was Cleopatra.
yeah. I think though the whole like dewy glowy skin is going to be a thing this year. Like it's just continuing, so it makes sense. I mean, I can't see many like average makeup users buying this for themselves. I think this is more an MUA thing. Which
I just really want to try Vanessa Myrick. I feel like she's such a cool product.
Yeah, but
like,
there's nothing yet that, with the exception of those duochrome liners, that I am going to slowly collect like Pokemon.
I was like thinking the duochrome liners, they like, are they duping She-Glam now? Like, She-Glam came first with those products.
No, to be fair, loads of white label companies were actually doing the duochrome liners, because I remember one week talking about 3 different brands that were doing the exact same thing. So,
but like the She-Glam one's supposed to be like really good.
They're excellent.
I would rather get them. I'm just like, these kinds of products like liners and those, I just don't want to pay like 20 euros on one thing.
You see, I want this as like a treat every so often. Like every like 2 or 3 months, be like, you've been a very good girl, Teresa. Here's a nice liner. No, I don't know. Nice to look forward to. I just like, oh, here's a nice liner. Yeah, I mean, it's not wildly intriguing to me. And when I put it to you guys, 38% of you love it. So
Yeah.
there you go. Then they have Makeup by Lisa UK, and this is their new palette. It's out today as we're filming, and it's going to be on Titmouse in the next week. I will say this is giving me a lot of like Huda, remember the 9-pan Jaguar? It reminds me a little bit of that. This is going to be, I think, £20 because it seems to be like what their 9-pan palettes kind of go for. I kind of wish that the inside of the palette looked a bit more like the packaging, you know, the blues and the purples and stuff.
Yeah.
Just too many shimmers though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't only have 3 mattes. I feel like it's just hard to, I rather have an all shimmer palette or then kind of like equal amount of mattes and shimmers, or maybe even a little bit more mattes. I just, because I wouldn't, this is not a palette I could use as a standalone one.
Yeah.
So then I would all have to pull another palette in. So if it would like be an all shimmer palette with really nice shimmers, it's just like I would like that more.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like I hate it. I don't, because I have kind of color stories like this already in my collection.
Yeah. And the black look is really nice in the swatch.
Yeah.
Like really nice. So
not for me, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, same, pretty much.
And I like seeing brands on Titmouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that makes me happy.
Same. Like Titmouse is really killing it. Like there's lots of really good brands. So if you like this, wait until it comes onto Titmouse in the next couple of days and head on over and grab some other things, because Titmouse has some nice like single shadows and stuff that are quite special. You know,
there's quite a few sausage discount codes as well floating around for Titmouse.
Yeah, there are.
I know Kylie has one.
Yeah, she does.
I've got one. I don't remember it though.
I think it was Kylie 10 or something.
Yeah,
Kylie, all caps.
Yeah. I will find the information, I'll put it down. You know the drill, I always put links. Some of them are affiliate because I've gotten used to keeping the lights on in my house. Oh, luxury. Anyways, when I put it to you guys, 38% if you love it. So there you go. This was announced today, and this is the most confusing thing I've seen.
Love it.
This is apparently, it's going to be an Ulta, and this is the brand Truly, who have collaborated with Powerpuff Girls, and they have a shave cream for $25. They have a super shaver razor for $20, a pimple power pack super pimple patch, which by the way is so hard to say, $13, and the What's Up Buttercup super soft aftershave butter for $30, and then a pre-shave serum for $30. This is fucking nuts.
I want to lather myself in this and shave. Like, it looks so fun.
It does. Can I just say I prefer this collaboration than when ColourPop collaborated with Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
I think this is more fun. It's weird.
I think those pimple patches look kind of cool with that makeup.
Yeah.
Like you could wear it like that and do like a pretty makeup look, and then if you have pimples, then cover those.
And I've been getting so many pimples just from not like sleeping enough and forgetting to eat. So that's
they look really nice and like creamy, like that. Oh.
I mean, I resent spending more than £3 on shaving foam.
Yeah.
So I would never buy
like you can get
but
men's shaving foam for so cheap, so I would
get it in
never.
Aldi.
yeah.
So, yeah, I would never ever pay
No.
25.
No.
I would like I wouldn't.
I even rarely shave my legs because the hairs are so like I don't have much and they're so pale that you can't see them.
Yeah.
So
like I would love to actually see Missa with this. Like I'd love to see her just like slathered and being like,
yeah, all over herself and be like,
I'm a pretty princess. Like I would actually pay the $25 for that just to see.
yeah.
I will wear my bikini and do a shaving video if someone sends me this. There.
It's
In the
you
shower
can't go back.
with your bikini on, like the all of the like big YouTubers do those how I shower things.
I already know how Missa showers. It's with true crime on in the background. And then her legs were cut off and her arms were cut off and her head was cut off.
Were cut off. And she's like, la la la.
I'm clean. So anyways, this is weird, but kind of, I'm like, look, at least this is a bit different.
Cute.
Yeah, don't hate it. But you guys didn't like it because 32% of you said that you loved it. So there you go. We are now on to some sneak peeks. So these are products that we have seen or partially seen, but we haven't gotten a date yet for release. Natasha Denona are, it seems, coming out with another Valentine's Day thing. So again, they're coming out with like a little 5-pan palette. It looks quite similar to last year's offering, but more
Can't remember the last year's colors.
Yeah, last year's was far more mauvey toned.
I've got this one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. It's very
I like
simple.
the last year's better.
Same.
I think those two actually would look so pretty together, though.
Yeah.
Like make a good palette because that's more
Also-
light.
But how small is that? Or is that person's hand fucking massive?
I think that's the smallest like that they
Oh, I
have.
think they do even tiny ones, don't they, than that
I've
one I just
never-
had.
I've never seen any of them that small. Like the smallest I've seen is like maybe about like this big.
Yeah, like
No,
the mini
like
Zeno.
isn't the black one the mini one?
But it's not that small. Look at her thumbnail. That's like
No,
one shade. That's tiny.
But
No,
but
I think it's
not
probably
the-
about the same size. Look at
But
mine.
like that
See, I'm
isn't
thinking
like
of my
that's a
nails and how
picture,
small
so
they
it's gonna be bigger. I think it's the same size as the black one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. When you put your thumb against the shadow, it's probably about the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I'm thinking of my hands and my tiny nails and kind of going, oh, I just struggle with understanding that other people's hands are different to my hands,
Yeah.
it seems. We'll get there. I mean, this isn't bad. I assume this will probably be about $25-ish. That's usually how they
Yeah.
the mini. And didn't they do this sort of like with the mini Metropolis? They had the eyeshadow and it came with a brush as well.
Yeah, because Callie really wanted to buy that. Mind, I don't know if she did.
Yeah.
I like it. I wouldn't buy it, but I like it.
Yeah, same. Like, I don't want this to die in 1,000 fires, but like, I'm not
I
gonna.
really want to get more Natasha Denona shadows because I love the 3-chrome palette that I got. It's just so good. But I feel like her palettes sometimes just don't excite me. I
Yeah.
want the retro one. I think that's gonna be the one that I buy next because it's so pretty.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, these are great for people who just want to get the cheaper Natasha.
Yeah.
Like, it's more
You can
affordable.
like try it cheaper, but be aware these are small.
Oh my,
Like,
they're tiny. Yeah, I don't hate it. And when I put it to you guys, 37% if you love it. So there you go. This next one, I have many feelings, and they're all positive. I want this so much. This is Dominatrix. Yeah, they have revealed 10 out of the 12 shades of this Nocturnal palette. Now, it reminds me of the Flower Punk by Kaleidos. More intense.
But more intense.
Look at that green.
Yeah.
Look at that blue.
And
Look at those mats.
and it has a black, and it has
Their
like
shimmers are insane.
Oh yeah, you have that one palette from them.
Yeah.
I really want this, but I don't know how expensive it would be to get.
It is horrifyingly expensive to ship Glaminatrix over here. It's like $70 shipping.
Yeah, because it's coming from Australia.
Yeah, it's too much.
Oh, I will never get it.
I don't think you will.
Like,
But,
it would
like,
probably be cheaper to like just fly over to Australia and pick it up there and bring it
Yeah.
back, you know? It won't. I'm joking. I fucking love this. I need somewhere to start selling Glaminatrix. Over
This
here.
is
Get it.
what gets me going, like this kind of murky with like really nice poppy shimmers.
And what are the other two shades going to be?
I know. The only way that I could kind of placate myself was I looked at the Kaleidos 5-pan palettes. And you know how there's a murky green palette?
Yeah.
So that covers some of the greens there. Then there's the pinky.
I have actually.
Pinky blue palette.
Yeah.
That
So
covers
this
some of
would
it.
cover that shade.
Yeah.
I feel like then this green would cover one. I feel like this would cover one. This would cover one. So I basically have it here.
Yeah. That's
This
how
color story. Oh,
I know.
so beautiful.
It's so my thing. Like I find I this. Sahil did not get me a Christmas present, so maybe I can just be like,
Yeah. I don't actually need. I have all of these colors. Like just look at that, my single shadows. But I just want it.
See, this is where like logic and rationality and reason meets desire, and who's gonna win out? You know?
Nah, you haven't lived until you've tried their shimmers. There's something else.
Well then. Well.
I'd say they're better than the JD Glow ones.
I haven't gotten any of the JD Glows because it's too.
Me neither.
Yeah. One day.
I can't believe I have something you don't have, Teresa.
I know.
Wow.
I know. To be fair, I have been trying over the last couple of months not to buy as much.
I've noticed that. You've been better. Yeah.
She wants to buy a house.
Yeah. Because the Hill is all like, we're going to start a life together. And I'm like, ugh. So apparently I have to do like adult things.
Yeah.
But not the fun adult things, just the like, financing and budgeting. It's very upsetting. Anyways, when I put this to you guys, you also shat your pants because this was 82% of love, and I think that's one of the highest I've seen.
One of the highest. I think we have
higher,
couple of.
But I pressed no by accident.
Yeah, and that's why she came on to be like.
I think we've had couple of higher ones, but this is one of the highest, like up there.
Yeah, I feel like if I had a few others in Ireland who were also wanted to get this, and if we could like share the shipping cost or something, it might make sense. But there's not many people here that love things in the same way that I do. The last thing we're going to talk about is ColourPop. I'm sorry, we started with ColourPop, we're ending on ColourPop. It's all very circular. It's a circle of life. Lion King, Mufasa was taken too soon. Anyways, this is a new, pretty fresh pressed face powder, and it's apparently coming soon. Yeah, I mean, brand, like it is what it is.
I'm not that interested.
No, same. Like, and I find ColourPop so hard to get, and it takes so long to get here that there's very little of theirs that kind of gets me excited these days. Yeah. Kind of like, But I've heard like their stuff is good in that.
I get most of their PR parcels, and I give most of it away.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like ColourPop does so much that everything that they do now, it's kind of bland because you don't get that excited now because it's every week something new.
Yeah.
Like if they would like space it out more and not like release so much stuff, I feel like people get more excited about their collections.
Yeah, I agree. They've just, do you remember early on in lockdown where they stopped producing things? And then when they came back, everyone was like, yeah, ColourPop.
On the baby.
Smoosh.
An a-hole. She's like, look at my butthole.
Yeah.
There has to be a cat in this episode. All three of us have cats.
Yeah, statistics.
There has to be at least one.
But anyways, yeah, when I put this to you guys, 33% of you love it. I think we're burnt out on ColourPop.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
That does mean we're towards the very end, so I'm going to read out my favorite comment from last week's video, and this is from Brianna, who just said, "He will do it again. Wait, will be on R&R or use one of your brushes to stir a drink. I feel like he might have learned from the latter, but you never know. Also, may I just say that this episode has been incorrectly named. Although good on the naming, I think an opportunity was missed. More animals, less sponge applicators," which, true, I have many options. I usually have many options in terms of naming. I should really put them to my Patreons, but I'm a busy bitch. In terms of Will Sahil put his brush into my drink? Not a euphemism. Who knows, honestly. I find the best way to teach him is with the provision of snacks. He's very, very...
Kind of like how you train cats or like dogs.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Well done. Honestly, he still doesn't understand why that was not something he should have done. He's like, but
I don't think I would have mind that much if the bristles wouldn't touch the drink. I don't know, maybe I
more
would.
chill than me. But to be fair, I still maintain that me not smacking him shows how much I love him. Because if anyone else did that, I would be like, come here and let me show you my reach. But yeah, that's it. Do please like, comment, and subscribe. We're all done. Go find Tia and this lesser known YouTuber called Missa. She's not bad. You know, she'll one day get to my level.
Just like mediocre.
Yeah, she aspires to get to my level of blending. I know.
Yeah.
And I tell her, you keep sticking at it, Missa, and you'll get there.
One day.
Just
you
more
will be as good as
teasers. That's what's really easy.
Finished the whole bag in this episode.
You were just like channeling me, which I'm good with. Do please like, comment, and subscribe to myself, to Tia, to Missa, all that general jazz. Turn on that notification bell so you can see more videos. They're good fun, I promise. Please watch, or something bad will happen, like when you watch The Ring. Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, wrap it up. Don't be gross. That's it. That's the end of the video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.